my name is Lindsay. I work at the Christian County Library. Today I'm going to show you how to make a Weaving with Nature. It's really fun and easy project. It's great for kids and adults. Make sure you stay till the end to get the Summer Reading Challenge special activity code. Let's get into the project. The supplies that you'll need for this project are some yarn. You can also use some thinner string or twine. I went ahead and cut myself off about 8 to 10 feet of string. You're also going to need some sticks. Now you want to decide if you want your frame and your weaving to have a square shape or a rectangular shape, because that'll determine the size of your sticks. So as you can see here, I've got 2 long ones and 2 short ones, and this is going to give me a rectangular shape. You can also, with your sticks, you can paint them. I just used some acrylic paint here, or you could even use some glue and glitter, which would be really fun. You also want a good pair of scissors. So these are going to be used to cut your yarn or your string, and also you might need those when you go hunting for some greenery. And lastly here, you can see I've got just a mixture of different leaves and plants and wildflowers. So we're actually going to be weaving with these items. So you want to pick out items that are kind of long and thin. You can actually weave with this. It's a little bit more difficult, but it looks really pretty. And as you can see, I've got some flowers here. You want to make sure that you leave a long stem on it so that we can weave it into our project. And then I've also got these little wildflowers that I'm gonna pick off, and we can weave with those too. So now that we've got our supplies ready, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Okay, so first we need to build our frame for our weaving. And as you can see, just to save on time, I actually went ahead and did most of this frame, but I left one loose so I can show you how you put your frame together. So basically you want to take 2 of your sticks. You're going to tie a piece of string around one of them like that. And then you're just going to crisscross it like that. Then we're going to take our string and you just start weaving it around. There's no perfect way. We're just trying to make it secure so that the 2 sticks will stay together. So you're just kind of going to go around, and you might come back up through, go down, and you just keep doing that until it feels secure. So like I said, there's no right way, there's no, specific amount of times you need to do it, just to where it feels secure. And as you can see, I can't easily pull these apart. And so then to finish that off, I'm just going to go ahead and make a little knot. I'll go ahead and do that twice just to secure that. We've got that little piece hanging off. I'm just going to go ahead and cut that. So you're going to do that all the way around your frame, and you should end up with something like this. And as you can see, so I've got the 2 shorter sticks are like on the front, and then the longer sticks are on the back. So that way, when I sit it flat, it will sit flat. Whereas if you had 1 stick in the front and then it's all of a sudden coming through the back, it's just not going to lay as nice. So just be aware of that. And maybe just to give you another visual example, I'll show you. So I have both of my long sticks down first, and then I'm putting the shorter ones down. And that's how you will want to connect those all together. Okay, so now that we've got our frame, it's ready to go, and it's okay if it's a little wobbly. I'm gonna take my yarn, and we may not need all of this. I just went ahead and did it just in case. So what you're gonna do is you're going to put a little knot around one of the sticks. Go ahead and do that, and then we can cut off a little extra bit. So we've got our string attached to the frame, and what we're going to do with this is we're going to bring it up over, around, and up through. So we're kind of making like a figure 8 shape with this yarn as we go. And because the yarn is so long, it's a little tricky at first, but we're just going to keep going with that. So now I'm going up over, and now I'm kind of going inside and bringing it back under. So like I said, it's a figure 8. So you'll go ahead and, as you can see, I'm getting all tangled up here. Now probably what would make more sense is for me to go ahead and just sort of ball up the end of the string so I'm not getting it tangled and everything. So we can kind of go like that. It's going to work a little easier, a lot easier to work with. Okay, so we'll just continue this. There's really no right or wrong way. You don't have to have this, you don't have to do too many at a time, like too close together. It really is just kind of up to you what you feel like doing or what you feel like is going to work for you. And these are really quick to make, so you could always make one and just, or make a small one at first, and you know, just to get the feel for it, and then come back and make another one. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so I'm almost done. Okay, so this is good. I'll show you up close here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take that piece of yarn, and I'm just going to tie it off. And as you can see, we didn't need the full piece, but I'm just glad that we had it just in case we did. And depending on how big you'd want to make this, you know, you wouldn't need all of that, or you might need a lot more. I've seen where people make these really, really large, and they're really fun and pretty. Or you could even make just like a little tiny one, like a little square, almost like an ornament. Okay, and so now I could cut this off right here, and that would be great. But since I've got so much left over, I'm gonna go ahead and make a little, kind of like a little, I don't know what you would call it, but just something where I can hang this on a wall. So I'm just gonna give myself, I don't know, about 8 inches or so. And then I'm gonna tie it to the other side. And this way, when we're finished, I can go ahead and hang this up. Like that. Let's see. So you see? Okay, so this is our frame. Now we are ready to start weaving. Now this is really the fun part. So I've got these long grasses. I'm going to start out with that. Now the trick to weaving, if you've never done this before, the first row, you know, you can decide if you want to go over the top string or under. It really doesn't matter. But you're going to go you know, over, under, over, under, over, under. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And it really does not have to be perfect at all. If you accidentally go over when you're supposed to go under, no big deal. So I've got that woven in there. And because this is so long, I'm just going to go ahead and break that off. And now I've got another one that I could do, and I will go ahead and do that. So as you can see, over here, I started over first. So I went over that first one. So now I'm going to go under. So we're going to go under, over, under. And you just follow that through. Okay, and then you just push your work up to the top. So you can see we've got 2 pieces like that. And it's up to you. You can make this as tight as you want or as loose as you want. So next, just for fun, I'm going to go ahead and take one of these little flowers, and I'm going to go ahead and weave with that. And so don't forget, you know, we're starting a new row. So if you went over the last time, you want to go under this time. And that's what kind of holds it all together, really. Okay, so now you can see we've got that going. I'm just going to go ahead and just keep on weaving. Now you could also incorporate other materials into this if you want. If you have some pretty ribbons, or if you even want to use some more yarn, different colors, that would be really fun. So you can see I've got the flower in there. Another idea is that you can actually start in the middle of the project. So as you can see, we kind of have the flowers are hanging off here, so it's not balanced. So I'm going to go ahead and weave in this kind of further on that side. So you can see this is all sort of taking shape, and isn't it so pretty? I love it. I'm going to go ahead and get another piece of grass. And like I said, it's really okay if you kind of accidentally mess up. You don't go over under the exact place where you're supposed to. This is just a really forgiving little project. And I've got this fun little purple flower. I'm going to go ahead and just weave in maybe one or two more of these pieces of grass, and then we're done. So super easy, really fun. The wind is picking up outside, so hopefully you can still hear me okay. It's so nice out though. I just wanted to get out here instead of being inside. Okay, so I'm going to do one more. You can see I'm kind of getting to the end. And like I said earlier, this would be a really fun project for kids to help you with. It'd be a great way just for everyone to get outside a little bit and look for some nice little pieces that we can use in this. Okay, so we are pretty much done. Now, this does have this long piece hanging off. I'm just gonna use my scissors, cut that off. But here is our finished project. Isn't that gorgeous? So you could hang this outside. I actually put one of these on a tree outside. You could bring this inside. Now you keep in mind, some flowers and grasses and things are gonna hold up a little better than others. Some of them are just gonna get really droopy. Some of them might dry really nicely. I mean, this would be a really neat project to do with flowers that dry real pretty, because then you really could keep it, for a very long time. If you enjoyed this video and you want to learn more about what the library has to offer, please make sure you go to our website at christiancountylibrary.org and look for virtual programming. And I did not forget, so this special summer reading code that you'll enter to earn some extra points is Enchanted, just like the Enchanted movie. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much.